Well, I'm bored. Hey, let's go game hunting. In Japan.
So here we go. We're on the airplane, making our way to Japan. 11 hours in the air. Main flight over was pretty long. And here we are, just touching down. And I'm pretty excited at this point. Had enough of the airplane and just wanted to go look at some stores. Here we are at the first store. Just taking a quick look around. I have nothing in particular I'm looking for. Just want to see what's available. Oh, some Grand Theft Auto. That's a nice game. And here we are, just taking another look at some PlayStation 3 games. Few games for the Wii and Wii U. Splatoon. I always like that game. That's fun. I have that. If you don't have that, you should pick it up. Oh, look, Super Mario Maker. I recently got that one too. And you know, when you're out game hunting, it does work up an appetite. So we went to a little restaurant and ordered some onomiyaki, which is really good. It's kind of like a pancake, I guess, with noodles and a lot of vegetables inside it. It's really good. As you can tell, I made short work of that, and we're on to the next site. Now, this store was some interesting stuff. Had to take a little bit of time looking around here. A lot of arcade sticks. I love the arcade stick. And if I had more room, I probably would have took one with me, but space was limited. So with that in mind, I tried to get smaller items. But it's always fun checking out consoles. Like a Super Nintendo for like $10. Here I am pulling out a Sega Dreamcast for $20. Like, how could you go wrong for that? That's going to be a great find for somebody. Ah, a purple N64. That really caught my eye. And I wanted to take that home with me, but again, space-wise, I left it for someone else. Sega Saturn. I always wanted one of those. I remember the advertisement back in the day and going into my local game shop and seeing that. It was way too expensive for a young man at the time like myself was, and never got one until many, many years later. But it is really a nice console. If you ever get a chance to get a Saturn, you should do so. Here's a memory card. Might be useful. Put that in my pile. Here I am, just taking a quick look through some GameCube games. It's amazing. The popular GameCube games over in North America here are so expensive, and they're not that expensive. I think I come across a copy of Pikmin here, and it was only like $10, which is crazy. Yeah, here it is here. Amazing. I really did like that controller too. I love that color. Who doesn't love Mario Party? Granted, it's pretty much the same game over and over, but yeah, still fun. Seeing a bin of games is always a good thing. Usually it's a bargain bin, and this is exactly what this is. It has some really good stuff in it. I did find a few items that I took home with me. So it was well worth my few minutes to just kind of quickly check through this. I think I got myself a couple of N64 games and a few Super Famicom games. So after leaving that store, it was a quick trip to jump on the bullet train here, just Chicken Zen, make my way to Tokyo. As you can see, I was passing the time by playing a little bit of pinball. Good way to spend some free time. Yes, here we are eating again. If you've never had Japanese barbecue, it's really delicious. I look forward to eating this every time I go there. Just something about cooking the food right at your table. It's awesome. After eating, off to another game store, take a quick look through, see if I can find something that might interest me. And as a game collector, there's always something that interests me. Like that PCFX. Oh my god, I would have loved to have taken that home with me. Way too big and way too expensive. Getting a look at some of those PC engines, that was pretty cool. Some Saturns there. This game case was awesome. I love handhelds. There's a Wonder Swan, a few of them, a Blue, Game Gear, some Game & Watch. Some really cool stuff to see. A Famicom disk system. That's really an awesome system. So it was nice seeing some software for that. There's a twin Famicom right there. A Sharp twin Famicom. I believe I did a video on that. And some more software. This is just for the Famicom itself. Tons and tons to look through. It literally would take you hours to check everything out. Hey, that looks familiar. The Color TV game by Nintendo. I thought that was pretty cool to see. And then, a Neo Geo CD in box. That was awesome. Here I am just getting a close-up of some controllers and some other accessories. Oh yes, here's some N64. As you probably could tell, they have a nice gold one there. The watermelon one was kind of cool. A lot of software for it as well. PlayStation 2. Just literally so much to look at. And here's a few bins of random stuff that I think they just didn't check and said it was junk. So I took a quick look through there and found some good stuff. Here I am at another game store. This is a pretty famous one in Japan, in Tokyo. Super Potato. It's always a great one to come and check out. So much stuff. Like stacks of Super Famicom. really is a pleasure to just walk through and just see all this stuff. Like a virtual boy. I don't see those too often. But oddly enough, I did get to play one of those on my trip to Japan. Stayed at my friend's place, he has one. And it gave me a headache. Vectrex with Rob sitting on top. That was pretty cool. Neo Geo CD. Those things are huge. Like, I still am amazed at how big that console is. Even though I have one, it still just blows my mind. Turbo Duo. I have my eye on one of those. Haven't got one yet, but maybe someday. More Sega, Saturn. Here I am just kind of scanning over some software. The Dreamcast. That mug caught my eye. I would love to have that. No shortage of stuff to check out. I mean, you could definitely kill a good day just going through a few of these stores. Some Wonder Swan software there. Some Neo Geo. Neo Geo is an awesome system. It's expensive, but it's an awesome system. Definitely say it's one of the kings of the consoles for that era, definitely.
Wow, wasn't that awesome? So much to look at, so much to take in. You Obviously I didn't have enough time to check everything out, but I did manage to get myself some cool stuff, and I'm very happy with that. So how about I show you that next? As you can see right away, I got myself a Nintendo GameCube controller, and this will match my Spice Orange Nintendo GameCube that I got last time. So very happy to have that. That's great. Got Dr. Mario for my Famicom. And I don't have this game, but I do now, so I'm very excited. Very excited to try this out. Can never have too many Saturn controllers. So I picked up another one. Yeah, I like that. And another one. This one will match my Saturn much better. I really like this controller. So yeah, so couldn't pass that up. Some Famicom games. I love wrestling, so a lot of the games I pick up I have to usually do with wrestling, but not necessarily, but I do like wrestling. So here's one I picked up. Here's another one I picked up for Famicom. I can't wait to give that a try, because I didn't have that one either. Here is a game my daughter wanted, so why not? She loves her 3DS and her DS, so she wanted that one, we got it for her. And I got some Animal Crossing, which, again, my daughter actually likes a lot. So we figured we'd pick it up and give it a try too. And who doesn't love a light gun? House of the Dead for you Dreamcast. This is what you need. This is what I got. So pretty happy to have that too. This here is for the iToy. Looks like a bunch of sport games. This should probably be a lot of fun. Can't wait to try that out. I do like the iToy. You don't see a lot of people talk about it, but it really was a nice add-on for the PlayStation 2. And this here is probably the thing I got the most excited about, because I really did have this on my list of things I want to pick up. It's the Bandai Wonder Swan Color. This thing was in a pile of electronics that was classified as junk. It was very cheap, so I want to take a chance on it, so I picked it up. And I'm very happy to say the thing is not junk. It works beautifully. Every button works. Put a battery in, it worked first time. I didn't have to do anything to it, so I got very lucky. Turn that off. And these are getting quite expensive in Japan too. I'll have a review on this, but this is probably the thing I'm most excited about. Love that I have this now. Some Kingdom Hearts for your Game Boy Advance. That's awesome. Just a memory card for my Saturn. So that's cool. I like having that. It's a nice game for my Saturn as well. I always got to get something for my Saturn if I can. And original PlayStation. I believe I have the first one of this, so this is the second one. I'm happy to have that. I used to play a lot of this on my Super Nintendo back in the day. I'm very happy to have this again. Even though it is for Famicom, I can still play it just as well. So yeah, I like this game. And a couple of N64 games as well. Who doesn't like Pokemon Stadium? So why not? Picked it up. And I actually got something for my Neo Geo CD. So yeah, so that's awesome. If you love fighting games, you love the Neo Geo CD. And here is another wrestling game. I have lots of wrestling games. I'm a big wrestling fan. So this makes me happy. And a PlayStation 2 remote. So that's awesome. I already have one, but an extra backup is always a good thing. And you can never have too many power cables. Picked one of those up. Because I find it's hard to, at least for me, to get the ones with the rounded ends on them like that. Usually you get one's round and one's kind of a square. These are really great for, say, the old Xboxes and PlayStations. So yeah, I had to pick that up. Here's a game for the Wonder Swan. So I'm happy to have that as well. This was also in that bin of junkin'. It works just fine too. And last, we got the Pocket Station. I never had one of these before, so I'm very happy I got one now. So I can't wait to check this out. Hopefully it works. So that's my haul. I got some other things too, but too big to show in this video. I also have plans for their own separate video. So that's it for now. Like I said, it's not as much as I normally get, but I think it's still good stuff. I'm very happy. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching.